back there. You guys are really noisy. All right, here we go. Graphing using standard parabola guide. Basically, yesterday we talked about kind of the anatomy of a quadratic equation, and we talked about how to graph simple equations using a T-chart. Now I'm going to show you the quick and easy way to graph these things. So you can graph these things usually within 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds. They're almost as easy as slope-intercept form once you understand this method. All right, and it's all based on standard parabola guide, and I call standard parabola guide this. Standard parabola guide is y equals x squared. Okay? And what we're going to do, it's not y equals 2x squared. It's not y equals x squared minus 7. It's just y equals x squared. I'm getting rid of all the extra garbage. Does that make sense? Making it as simple as possible. And the goal is to always be graphing y equals x squared. Okay? But you don't always start at 0, 0 on a graph. You might start at a different place. So first of all, let's write a T-chart for y equals x squared. When x is negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. Okay? When x is negative 2, y is equal to negative 2 squared, which is what? 4, positive 4. When x is negative 1, y is equal to negative 1 squared, which is negative 1 times negative 1, positive 1. When x is 0, y is equal to 0 squared, which is 0. When y is equal to 1 squared, it's going to be 1 squared 1. And y is equal to 2 squared, it's going to be 4. Right? That's pretty straightforward. We already did that earlier today in practice, right? But this is standard parabola guide. Basically, this is the part I want you to memorize. Right there. X means left and right, right? So from a spot on the graph, I am going to go over 1, and I am going to go up 1. And then I'm going to go back to the original point that I started from, and I'm going to go over 2, and I'm going to go up 4. Over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4. That's what you memorize. Okay? Now, if I were going to graph that on a graph, I know, what is my C? Right here. What's my C? 0, right? It's there, it's just 0, right? My C is 0. What's my B?
0.
B is 0 too. So I know, because my B is 0, I know my vertex is on the y-axis, yes?
Yes.
So there's no B, there's no C. The C actually is 0. So I know that's my y-intercept. And I also know my vertex is on the y-axis. Therefore, my y-intercept is my vertex. That's the only, this is where the graph turns around, right? So it's the only, because I know the vertex has to be on here, and it's only going to cover, and I know this graph, this parabola is only going to cross the y-axis in one place, right there. That place is also the vertex. So I do this. I know, now that I've figured out where my beginning is, it's at C, right there, and I just do this. Standard parabola guide, over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4. So I start at the dot. I go over 1, and I go up 1. And then I go over, starting at the dot again, I go over 2, and I go up 4. You with me? Now, I could do the same thing over here. Going to the left, start at the dot, over 1, to the left, up 1, dot. Over, start at the dot again, the first dot. Over to the left, 2, up 4, put a dot. And I have just graphed my standard parabola guide. Okay? It's so easy, right? So easy. Now watch. What if I did this? Okay, what if I gave you this equation? This is number 2. That was number 1. Standard parabola guide was number 1. Number 2, y is equal to x squared minus 4. Y is equal to x squared minus 4. Look what this is. What is my C? What's the only thing that's changed between this and this?
4. There's a B. There's a C.
There's a C. And the C is at negative 4. where is the parabola going to cross the y-axis?
-4.
At -4. Suddenly, I'm going to use a different color. I'll use orange. Hopefully it shows up on that thing. Okay, so this is orange. Okay, so we got at -4, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no b, so I know that's my vertex. Does that make sense? There's no b, that's my vertex. And is it a happy face or a sad face?
Happy.
It's happy because it's positive. So I go over 1, up 1, dot. Go back to the original dot. Over 2, up 4, put a dot. Back to the original dot. Over 1, up 1, dot. Over 2, up 4, dot. I've got my parabola. You get that?
Yes.
A little.
So as long as you can find the vertex, that's where you do your over 1, up 1. You always do this, always do this from the vertex.
The bird.
And when there is no b, we know the vertex is on the y-axis, and that's all I'm giving you tonight for homework. So it's going to be a piece of cake. What if I gave you this? Number 3. Y is equal to, what am I doing? 3. Y is equal to x squared plus 3. Y is equal to x squared plus 3. I'll do this in blue. Hopefully this shows up. This is blue. We'll do this one in blue. That's not a very good blue, is it? Well, tough. We'll do it anyway. All right. What's b? Is there a b?
It's
B
0.
is 0. Therefore, my vertex is where?
On the y-axis.
On the y-axis. Where on the y-axis?
0 on the y. 3.
At 3. At the only place that crosses the y-axis. Right there. Does that make sense? At 3. So I go up to 3 and I put a dot. And then from there, is it a happy face or a sad face? That's the standard parabola guy happy, right?
Yeah.
So it's over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4. From my dot, I go over 1, up 1, dot. Over 2, up 4, 2, 3, 4. Over 2, up 4, dot. Back to my original dot, over 1, up 1, dot. Over 2, up 4, dot. You with me?
So it doesn't even matter.
Does it make sense
as
to
long
you?
as it's x
You writing any of this
squared,
down?
it does that every time.
Okay, good.
I got a 5. I get it. You just plug it in.
Notice. So all of these, all of the homework, all the problems on the homework, that number gets plotted on the y-axis.
Wait,
So notice
is each
3.
problem an x
Notice.
squared?
Wait a minute, Caleb, watch. Notice 3. I go up 3 and I put a dot, and then I notice it's y equals positive x squared, right? It's not a negative, it's positive. Therefore, it's going to be a happy face. So I'm going to use this top one. Over 1, up 1. Over 2, up 4. From here, I go over 1, up 1. Over 1 this way, up 1. Over 2, up 4. Over 2, up 4. And I'm done.
Oh, I get it.
Okay? As long as you know where the vertex is, you can use this method. And when there's no b, which there isn't right now, it's easy to find the vertex. It's just that number on the y-axis, right? Now, what if I made it negative? The blue does definitely not work. Let's try a can I erase this?
Yeah.
I want to just
Try
start.
a
I want to
green.
start over and do a negative one. Okay, here we go. So here's the fourth one. This is going to be negative. Y is equal to negative x squared plus 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know that's my vertex. Right? I know that. Because there's no b, my vertex, if there's no b, my vertex is on the y-axis at c. So I go up 6 and I put a dot. So that number automatically goes up here. And then, is it standard parabola guy positive or negative? Standard parabola guy Raven, positive or negative? Oh wait, you meant, oh no, you were here yesterday. Is A positive or negative? Negative is negative, so it's going to be sad face. We're just thinking negative thoughts, right? Yeah, you get it? So which one do you use? Over 1, down 1. Over 2.
I did it, boys.
So Harrison, Caleb? Over 1. So because it's negative, you got to use the second one. When a is negative, you do over 1, down 1. Over 2, down 4. Because it's negative. So I'm going to go over 1, down 1, dot. Over 1, down 1, dot. Over 2, down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, dot. Over 2, down 4, dot.
Oh, yeah, this makes
Yep,
sense.
I got it.
Yeah, I
Right?
got it,
Does that make
yeah.
sense?
Yeah.
All right, so can I stop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do one more?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay. So that's it. So I'm going to just